Okay, we got to get a wriggle on. We are off to catch a ferry to Quarantine Island, which is the largest island here in the Otago harbour. And as you can probably tell by the name, it was an old quarantine station. So let's go check it out. Always got to check to get the house key. So here we are at Back Beach in Port Chalmers, Dunedin. I really love it out here. The boathouses and the sheds that line the water's edge. There's just something a little bit romantic about these structures. They always seem to have me drawn towards them. So pulling up now is the ferry shuttle that we are going to catch over to Quarantine Island. And this shuttle is called Port to Port, and it is run by a beautiful woman named Rachel.
Hey! Thank you. Thanks so much for getting me on.
Oh, you're welcome.
So stoked.
She is the wearer of all the hats within her business,
Okay, cool.
and her custom boat build is equipped with bike racks. I mentioned in a previous video about the Port Chalmers to Portobello cycle path, and this is the link between them, which is pretty epic. So Rachel has been working on this harbour for over 18 years and sharing her vast local knowledge with us as we made our way over to the island was really, really interesting. So not only does she provide this service, she also runs the wildlife cruises and school holiday programs. So if you're ever in the area, definitely hit her up. I highly recommend her. She's a total sweetheart. Dunedin, New Zealand, 1863. You're arriving to a new country after being at sea for around 4 months. This is the first place you'll call home, a small island in the Otago harbour. Here, you will stay for the next few weeks, ensuring you are not carrying any harmful infectious diseases that could be transmitted when you finally make it to the mainland. From 1863 to 1902, 41 ships entered this harbour, with around 9,000 people being processed through this quarantine station. So come on, let's go check out this island. So this is the only original building left on the island. It has been restored, but this used to house the families to sleep in when they were here for quarantine. You can see up here where the second layer was, which has been clearly removed, but it's pretty cool. Make a pretty dope house. The view is insane. Check it out. All right, let's get moving. Around 72 people died in quarantine and remain buried in a small graveyard here. The names and cause of 62 are known, however most graves are unmarked, making for a rather eerie vibe. A single track. This narrow pass. Whoa, wicked. How beautiful is that? I love that. Well, it's definitely warming up. Oh, I thought I just saw a bird's nest. So right out there is where we were the other day, out at Aramana. I'm assuming this is a loop track, otherwise we're gonna go all the way back up. I'm pretty sure it is. It's always such a good smell being in a bit of damp bush. Who doesn't love a bit of damp bush? Oh, it's so pretty in here.
Oh, hello, little lancewood. You're so pretty. I love a lancewood. They're so crazy though, because when they're like a baby like that, they go through their stages where they'll change, and when they're an adult, they look completely different to their juvenile state, which is crazy to me. And you just like, you wouldn't recognize them. They're a completely different tree. So yeah, Buzzy. Oh, here's a few. Look at them all. Oh, here we go. This is what they turn into. Okay, let's geek out a little minute. Oh, there's one peeking out the top there too. The lancewoods. So there's one just up there, but there's also a few here. So these guys here are lancewoods, and then when they start to get a little older, they turn into these. So their leaves kind of change, like they change from this to these kind of longer, wider ones. This one's just looking like it's potentially going through the change. It's an adolescent. So we've got juveniles, adolescents, and then kind of, I don't know, what would you call it, in your 20s or more. Such an interesting thing. Nature's so hectic. Look at the little baby one. Hello. Oh, there's so many here. Millenbeckia. Wow. Wow, it's like a grove. I can't believe how many there are. That's so cool. I haven't seen like an extensive amount in one area for ages. So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. Ooh, look at that view. Oh, the water's so clear. We didn't find any shrooms. Guys, the perfect conditions for it in here. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. How beautiful. Right, keep the eyes peeled. Oh my gosh, this bush is so nice. Oof. So buzzy. So beautiful. Everything's just living off it. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Woohoo. Made it out. Into the clearing. Look at that. Look at that. So Dunedin Harbour is way down the end there. Beautiful. Thanks. Wow, that jetty has seen some days. All the juicy stuff, all the hardwood and the metal, the rust, all my favorites. So cool. Wow. It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
And that is that, guys. I am on my way back to the mainland. I hope that you enjoyed this little adventure over here on Quarantine Island in Dunedin. The next time you see me, I will be back in the North Island. And yeah, hit like. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit subscribe. And I will see you guys soon.